Every morning when I arrive at the Blanchet House, one of the first things that I do is put on this apron. It's almost like a Mr. Rogers moment for me, you know, the putting on of the cardigan sweater. And Fred Rogers said that the putting on of the sweater at the beginning of his show was an intentional move on his part. It was meant to signify to his audience of children that this was a time of his day that was different and distinct from the rest of the day, that this was an important time for him, and that his audience of children were important to him. And so wearing this apron has become very meaningful for me. I think about what this apron symbolizes and how it represents essential values and beliefs at the Blanchet House. I think we would all agree that an apron is a sign of hospitality. And that's very fitting, of course, because we are a house of hospitality. And so it communicates to the people who come to us for a meal that they are our guests, that we are here to serve them, that their needs are important to us. I think about why we wear aprons. We wear aprons to keep the clothing underneath clean. And so that communicates to the people who come and eat with us, our guests, that we are here to serve them, that we're here to do the work. They don't have to do anything. They need not lift a finger. They are our guests. We will prep and cook the food. We will plate and serve the dishes. We will fill the coffee and the water carafes. We will bust the tables. We will do the dishes. We are glad to do that work, and we are glad for them as our guests to enjoy their meal and their time with us. The last idea that the apron symbolizes for me is probably the most essential idea of all at the Blanchet House, and that is that the people we serve, we acknowledge their dignity. This is essential to our service, acknowledging the dignity of the people that we serve. So I think about when I'm wearing this apron, I'm not the executive director of Blanchet House. I'm just one of many volunteers and residents there to serve the people in our community. And so to that extent, the apron is a sign of our humility. That when we serve our neighbors, we do so not from a sense of self-importance or superiority, but out of a sense of fellowship, of kinship and mutual respect. Dorothy Day, a true inspiration for Blanchet House, worked the majority of her life toward a vision of social justice that affirmed the human dignity of all people. She calls upon us to find in everyone the humanity without exception. For Day, charity is a recognition of each person's dignity and the response to which that dignity inspires in others. So on behalf of the Blanchet House and the team that I work with, I want to thank you for joining us today in affirming and recognizing the dignity of the people we serve. I want to thank you because your being here shows that you have responded, as Day suggests, to that dignity. And your generous charity today is the fuel that drives the service that we are blessed to be able to provide to our neighbors. Thank you very much, and I'm happy to be a part of this community.